Good times. There's gonna be good times. Good times. I know there's gonna be.
This deep into the year, Greg.
Gabby, the door's open. Goodness.
Do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Stephen Curry's out there with MP. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Alston, good. Alston's got 12.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. You look at MP, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Trace Jackson Davis, he's right there as well. Also someone that shoots at such a high percentage, top 5 in the league.
Both of these guys.
But this time I got the sword of the spirit. And for yours here, no one anymore near it. Try to pour more fear, so forceful here. And not even Satan himself helping you overhear it. Spend a lot of time going the wrong way. But I knew better. Pull up with the Salvador in the cold kid, man. Soon as bitches stroll in. No replacement. When I was young, had goals and ambition. Somewhere along the road, codependence on the pole position. Grew up without a motive. My father going missing. Mom working 2 jobs to make sure we had a loaded fridge. No rollers in the crib and a stove in the kitchen. Because I am only clay when I'm in the hands of the potter.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. All right, Richard, what's something we often see in the second game of a back-to-back?
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it. Can you play through that fatigue? That's a big portion of being an NBA player.
And so in the game for the Warriors, we've got Butler. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. So it's Boston now, following the score by Golden State. Richard, no good.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a blink of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Richard.
So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of...
I know Jesus got me covered.
All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
On the floor for the Warriors, Bogdanovich is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. From deep, MP. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
They double-team Tatum. Boston on offense. Shot to stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Back to Curry. Pass to MP. Bogdanovich from long range. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Boston's got 5 assists in the game. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Celtics making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And here we can check out the story for Cole Anthony.
Number 50, Cole Anthony.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Tatum. Anthony feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit. MP against Anthony. Back to MP. Pass to Bogdanovich. And the Warriors with another 3.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Here's Brown. His last outing, 16 points for him. Greg, I think now is when we really see the value of depth.
On the floor for the Warriors. MP is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center.
Here's Boston now. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, MP out there with Stephen Curry. Then...
9 o'clock moment. I got before. I got on. I want to get Mom, are you gonna get ready or something?
Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. One of the contenders honed in on.
Well, BA, the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Bogdanovich. On the floor for the Warriors. Aaron Gordon is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's MP. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Free throw good, MP.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MP. Moody is out there with Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Gordon in at the 5 slot. Brown wide open.
With the end of the regular season around the corner, legs, the better teams perhaps shifting focus to potential postseason opponents.
Well, BA, that's true.
Gotta stay in focus, even if nobody noticed. I could be pure 24 karat, but haters still call me golddish. One thing I know is people can change their mind every day.
Believe it or not, the season is drawing to a close. Have most teams met your expectations this year, Richard?
Many have exceeded my expectations, BA. Seems like play and players get better every year. Stars and good teams keep finding ways to improve. It's impressive.
On the floor for the Warriors, they've got Aaron Gordon. Jimmy Butler out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's MP in at the 1. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Denver delivered quite a performance. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Gordon out there with Jimmy.
A shortcut and found out evil involves me. Was hard to sign him, but like when I begin the verse, got the start of night. Sailing down, looking for my name. Get to the end and never find it. All this time and I'm on the bench, but it feels more like I'm in the pickle when I'm watching how the Angels play. And that way just seems more beneficial. I got in the other dugout, someone I'm out and feeling it.
They double team Tatum. And Boston has possession. Will stand Joe Mazzulla as a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, BA, he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
On the floor for the Warriors, Butler out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Aaron Gordon. And it's MP in at the point guard position. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Now here's Tatum. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Anthony, the pass to White. Can they get it? Anthony misses.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
A nice shot by Butler.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Anthony, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. Trying to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Curry. Hauser passes to Brown.
The umpire's call. Too busy running away on the ball. Feel like I made it though this particular demon would like to defy us all. I would ask a lot before one of us looks back to a pillar of salt. Hump removes his mask, it's Peter. I look over to the one that control. Peter throws his arms to the side, yelling, I made it.
Brown draws the double, and so in the game for the Warriors. We've got Brandon Pajimski. Aaron Gordon is out there with Kuminga. Then it's MP, and it's Moody in at the 3 spot. Hard legs for teams gearing up for a playoff push. This is the time of year when you want to be clicking on all cylinders.
And you notice that difference in intensity immediately after the All-Star break because teams are starting to ramp it up, getting ready for the playoffs.
Players seem to know when they've got the kind of team that can make a deep run.
Oh, everybody in that locker room consensus. He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Denver delivered quite a performance. He dropped an amazing number of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Allie, great info there. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Here's Brown. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
And here's MP from outside again for 3.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. It's Anthony up.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Moses Moody is up.
Escape those demons if you don't believe me. Ask someone from a past life. And about the way that I was trapped on my campsite. And about my divorces, can't get that right. But the way that I live now, I forgot what that's like. Not quite. But no, when I toy with, I was saying hi him and I don't avoid it. I told y'all guys, not a disappointment. And I'm off to see him on my last voyage.
Here's Brown. In his last outing, 16 points for him. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
So on the floor for Golden State, MP is out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga, then it's Moody, and it's Gordon in at the 5.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And here's Boston. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
The drive by MP. Left side, Brown. The open shot, White. Gordon pulls it in.
He's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Picked by Murray. Brown in the high post. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. If they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski out there with MP. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis, and it's Moody in at small forward. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
It really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets was lights out. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double.
Sam Hauser is out there with Murray. Then there's Derek White. And it's Anthony. And it's Garza in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets put on a show. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Dragic is checked in, and it's Pritchard in for Anthony. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. Why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring, has given them another look offensively.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's Boston with it, following the score by Golden State. White the pass to Pritchard. Can they get it? Pocket 6. Hauser finds Murray.
Like you see the rescue, but that's all the records. Yeah, I resurrected, I do. I'm wishing be in the present, the perfect power. Pick the pack of Peter Piper peel, popping pest and put us in his present. Peace to the brethren, tell him that Kevin is out of the grave, yeah. Out of the grave, yeah.
Here's Pritchard. In his last outing, 10 points for him. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pritchard and White are their guards. Murray out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Dragic in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Boston making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Butler's checked in. Let's check in now with our